Hi, good afternoon. It's Sari from Parent Plus. Just wanted to hop online very quickly. I'm just actually in the car waiting to collect my daughter from one of many things I have to run around and do. And I'm just writing a blog that I'm going to post later. And it's actually talking about when our children, we feel like they're growing up too quick and when they're going from one developmental stage to another. I'm talking a little bit actually about them transitioning from, say, primary school to secondary school, and the kind of things that brings up for them emotionally in terms of their development. So the reason I wanted to pop on is just to kind of mention, because I'm not so sure how much people know of this, and kind of take it for granted sometimes when you've trained as a therapist to think we just assume everybody kind of knows some of this stuff. And actually I don't really know of a place or a time that we learn this stuff other than when I trained as a therapist. I certainly didn't know about it before then. And the thing that I wanted to share is that our children, as I've mentioned many, many times, and if any of you are in our free support group, in the files there's some documents called Ages and Stages, which talks about the Pam Levin cycles of development. We use Pam Levin because she's TA psychotherapy, which is what myself and Jackie do. And we like it, and it's great. Her stuff's great. So, and in there is some files that talk about and cover all of the elements that your children will go through depending on their age. Now, it's not going to be very specific like that. I mean, they may go through it quicker or slower than another child. So it's not kind of totally set in stone. It's a guideline of the stages that children will go through. So they go through these emotional development stages, and certain things that we would expect, certain struggles that they might go through, things that they're trying to learn, things that they're trying to master, and they go through all of these things. Now, when they get to teenage, they then start to recycle all of the old stages and continue to do that throughout their lives, which then means that actually we as adults, we're also still recycling these emotional development stages. So if for whatever reason we struggled within a certain stage, say, for example, if your parents went through a divorce, or you found yourself unfortunately being bullied at school at a certain time, or you ended up having an operation, or anything that would affect your life in any way could happen at a certain developmental stage, and it might be that you don't fully get everything you need out of that stage. So that's why we recycle. We go back and we try and kind of process things and move forward. So as adults, we can do that in relationships. So when we first start to get together in a relationship, that being stage is similar to the 0 to 9 months, where we literally just want to be together, just to eat, watch TV, just be around each other. Then you'll start to separate and individuate, which is being like a toddler. So, actually, I want to explore a little bit. I want to start going out more with my friends again. And I want to do... So we do this. We mirror these stages in a relationship, for example. Or when you start a new job, you will kind of, when we start a new job, you go back to the being stage where you just want people to show you around, and you want people to support you, and you want people to come and rescue you and look after you and take care of you. So there's lots of reasons why we would go through these stages again as an adult. And to kind of bring the two together, the point that I wanted to make is sometimes we can feel like the child when we're parenting. And sometimes it can be really tough, and we can feel like we're battling with our children, or we might struggle when they're going through a particular stage of development. Now, the chances are, if we find it quite tough, it might be that we're also recycling in the same stage. So one of the things that came up when I was just writing this blog about, for example, children transitioning, say, from primary school to secondary school, it's all about skills. They're emotionally developing skills. And actually, things that are new, things that change can also trigger this same thing. So the fact that our children are growing up and we're needing to let go of the reins some more, that they're going to become more independent, which is all really important for them to do, but that then might trigger stuff in us where we then feel like, well, we've now got to find a new set of skills. So how do I now parent differently? How do I now parent enabling them in some more independence, or how? So we might both be going through a similar process at the same time, which can sometimes be difficult. But one of the things that certainly makes that easier is just having an awareness of it, just knowing what to expect. So as I said earlier, I'm going to post the blog later. I've got to go now, so I've got to go and get my daughter. Just check I'm not running late. Yes, just on time. So I'm going to post the blog later. But if you're not already in the free group, I'll pop a link on later with this video. go in there, and in the files it's all in there for you to have a look, so you can just have a look at the age your child is, and it'll give you an idea and a guideline of what it is that emotionally they will be developing at the moment. And also you can look through them, and you might notice some things about yourself at certain stages, or what stage it is that you're going through now for yourself, because we will keep recycling. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you all soon.